Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to pop in and say hello from my Treehouse Studio. I'm Kelley McDonald. Go by Kelley McD on Instagram, and I just happen to be Maddie Hobbs Momma. So I just thought you might want to see what's going on in my studio. You've been watching me make bags this week and last week, and my studio is completely different than it was a few weeks ago. You guys have blown it up. Let me tell you. See all that behind me? That's $180 worth of batting that I had to buy on sale this week to keep up with your orders. So that's a pretty big deal. I was just going to show you a couple of things that I have on my table. These are the bags that have been going out this week and that Maddie and Kristen have talked about on their podcasts. This is the small size, and it holds 1 to 2 sock cakes. And these are going for $30. If you want it quilted, it's $35. Usually the shipping in the United States is $5 for up to 2 of these. I'm usually able to do that. They have a drawstring that's made out of t-shirt material, so it's nice and stretchy, and it's very comfortable. We put the handle in because we like to knit everywhere we go. And so as we walk or we stand or in line or different things, we can hold it. It's also just great just to grab it and go. So this is a simple drawstring. It's squishy, but it's substantial. It has a lot of that batting inside of it, but it's not so much that it really stands up on its own. Once it has a project in it, it'll stand up, but it's not stiff. Okay, so that's what these are. And my weekend this weekend is adding 2 or 3 new bags to the lineup. So what I've been working on is a larger bag. And after talking to Maddie, I realized I need 2 larger bags, not just 1. So we started calling it just a sweater bag, but then we realized that there really needs to be 2 different options. So there'll be a medium-sized bag that will hold 3 to 5 sock cakes, and I'm going to sell it for $35. I've got my notes, see, because I can't keep up with everything that's going on so fast. So the medium bag holds 3 to 5 sock cakes. It'll sell for $35. If you want it quilted, it'll be $42. And then the large bag is going to hold 5 to 7 sock cakes. It will sell for $45, and if you want it quilted, it'll be $55. Because these pieces, as they get bigger, it takes me longer to quilt them. So I'm trying everything to keep the price down, but I also want to be well paid for what I'm doing. So this is the treat. This is a bag that I am testing today, and I am testing the large size. I've never made one before. Look how big it is. And I wanted to show you as I turned it right side out because it's just kind of fun to see. So right now, the way it's sewn, it has the batting on the inside, and this is the lining, and you can see nothing of what's on the inside. And so I was getting ready to turn it and to look at it for the first time, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to show it to them. So what I do is when I sew it, I leave an opening in the lining, and I start to pull. And so this is going to take me a minute, so I'm going to talk to you as I turn this bag, and you can see. I've been working this weekend talking to several of these different customers, and I'm helping you design your own bags, and we're choosing your fabrics, we're laying them out and letting you pick, and you guys are creating some incredible bags, some bags that I would not have thought of, but that I absolutely love and that I'm now adding to the list. So, okay. I turn it, poke out the little corners of the bottom. As I made the bags larger on the medium and large size bag, I also increased the bottom width because I felt like it just needed to be. So now the bottom width is a full 5 inches. So that's more than what the other bag is. So once it turns, there's a lot of pressing that is involved, and I still have to top stitch around to make it all stay in place. But look at this. Isn't it beautiful? And so this one is this multicolored, and this one has a new fabric that has not been on the list before. It's a yellow floral with a little speck of blue in there. And the casing is a black and white stripe. This is what was on the inside of Maddie's office bag. It kind of made me think of paper, so I liked it. So I was just going to show you That's a big old bag. Look at the difference. Let me line them up here. So, as wonderful as this is what's just so weird for me to get used to, is that it's a perfect bag, but it's not what I need because it's just a little bit too small to be the large. I tested it before I turned it a minute ago, and I tried to put the cakes in it, and it didn't hold up to 7. So for the large size sweater bag, I need one that's even bigger than this. And so I have me a lovely bag. It's just not one that I can offer to all of you as a part of this lineup. So that's that, and I will keep working and keep testing and trying. It won't be much. I just need to add a couple of inches, and it'll be the right size. So this is Sweet Sheet, and I made her a couple of years ago, and she's kind of my companion here in the studio. She's moved with me each time I've moved, and so you'll see her in most of the pictures because I just like her. She's my little mascot. This is my little mini iron that I got at Walmart for about $13, and it works really, really well on my wool pressing pad, which is where I iron everything, because it has a special Teflon coated plate, and so it doesn't stick to the wool. The other thing I wanted to show you is I've had to spend time this week developing a management system for the orders, and so you saw me try something different when I laid out the fabrics on the cutting table. I put little Scrabble tiles through the letters, and so now I go ahead and cut my fabric ahead, and I'll have a bag labeled for each fabric selection. A lot of you have chosen out of this bag this week, coffee fabric, and so I had to send Maddie yesterday to get more fabric for me because I was going out of town and I needed it. So this is just an example. This is selection A, and so in here I would see the coffee fabric and the lining. And so when you text me or message me and say, may I have a coffee bag, then I can go immediately to the bag to look to see if I have any available, whereas last week I wasn't quite sure. And so this is an improvement for me. I put a little comic board cardboard piece in the Ziploc so that they would stand up. And so this week I've got A through R through here. And so this multicolor fabric, I believe, was on the table this week. You see what letter it was. It may not have been, but I thought it was. Nope, looks like it'll be on the table next week. Have its own letter. That's awesome. And then this pouch over here is full of your orders, part of them anyway. I haven't bagged today's. So as I get a message from you and you order a bag, I immediately fill out a card that has your information and your order on it, and I slide it into the bag with the fabric needed and the supplies needed so that I know it's all there, and then I can just pull from here, and I can keep kind of everything together. It's very different trying to sew so many bags at once and for so many different people, and so that's been fabulous. Over here on the desk, I won't move the camera to show you, but I've got a new shipping station set up where I have my scale and my wrapping supplies and all of that, so that's different. So I just wanted to show you what's going on in my studio this afternoon, and thank you so very, very much. It's been an incredible learning experience, but I'm really enjoying it, and I hope that you're enjoying your bags. Y'all have a great week. Bye.